This is where we're going to start to looking towards particularly the next bounty runes and then the 4-minute water runes is like, what kind of assistance are you going to get in these situations? Because FPZ is level, almost level 3, so he can get a little bit more isolation time up here. You can kind of like leave him alone as Tims. You can make these rotations because there's not that much a Chen and a Terrorblade should be able to do, right? You should be able to Timber Chain away from most situations once he's level 4, and even then with just the regen, you can kind of walk a lot of this off. So I'm expecting some plays towards that mid lane because we know how much both of these heroes rely on these bottles.
Right. Yeah, if you can stop one of those bottle refills, it makes all the difference in the world. And can, of course, set up for the level 6s to come out earlier. And if you get level 6 before on either Puck or Void Spirit, it makes a pretty big difference. Tims holds on to that one. Skem makes the move over. So both bounty runes this time going to Boom.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about right now. Mickey left out. Nothing to refill that bottle.
And they're trying to secure this 4-minute one, too. Yeah, like you said, FBZ, he's comfortable being left alone up top there. Yeah, but keep in mind, Insania will get something out of this. He's being a bit greedy in the jungle right now. So he's just farming up a little bit, keeping an eye on things. And silence. Yeah, Tims does come in. Yeah, good play there to catch on to Boxy. So that stops the jump onto Tims. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, the toss back.
Good play. Still, Tims jaunting forward. Oh. And with Mickey nearby, it's going to be enough.
Unfortunately, he's not a wolf.
No.
He does need armor. So it's a bit rough when it's the early levels on Tiny.
Looks the move. Yopaj, 4-minute bottle refill. Mickey makes the run over across. Insania is there to help him out. And won't have to worry about any extra chase or a second remnant coming from the Void Spirit. So they do manage to get that refill. That was much needed, though. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of time just like running around in circles, it feels like, for Mickey as well, right? But gets back for the next range creep, so hits it with the orb, gets the level, and meanwhile up top here you can see that even during the meta time here, like Tim's only level 2, does get the pull off, so very important to try and help out this lane. For FBZ, draw it away from the tower, prevent some of the safety from Matu, but it's four, and will be forced to TP away. Yeah, I think here too.
That was kind of scary because you think there might have been close to level 3 on Tims, but yeah, as expected. When the cooldowns came back for Boxy, they just go right again. And even Jackie doesn't have any more regen down there, so only has the wand to rely on. Has to be very careful because of that range of initiation from the Marcy, and so he actually hasn't gotten a spot on her yet with any vision either, I don't believe, as he wasn't in range of that ward when he went to that high ground, so he still has to be very cautious.
Yeah, and they're going to pull the wave all the way back. So Jackie kind of in no man's land for a little bit, but this is, again, the sort of price you pay as they're bringing 3 heroes top. Jumps onto Mickey, not going to be able to connect on the Remnant. That could have been a kill.
Yeah, that's the level 6 play, right? Getting that first tier from Yopaj, not able to get a finish.
The top lane, they're going to pressure this. Boom. Take a good amount of damage onto the tower as FBZ 3 points in the reactive armor when he gets level 6. I mean, even when he's close to it, you can see that Matumba Man's just out, does not want to be here at all, off to farm the jungle.
Kind of interesting that Skem's up here too. What is Skem doing up here? He's coming to get some pressure in here alongside Tims. They want to really like, hunt through this jungle, you know? I mean, you could just say like, you know, Jackie obviously can be on his own, but it feels like maybe Skem's almost like, what do I do? You know, my Timber's fine. He was matched versus the Terrorblade. I can't really help that much mid in a lot of situations. Kind of just hanging out.
Yopaj there gets a little bit unlucky. It's an arcane rune for Puck. So some coil plays could come in the next few minutes here. And that top tower does go down. So it frees up Boom's supports to make moves. And in fact, Yopaj is going to continue his movement all the way bottom, hoping to spot Zai down here. But Zai, does he actually show himself on the lane? It's coming a little bit late, and yeah, Yopaj, he's already TPing back home. So as soon as he shows theirs, I should feel comfortable coming out from the tree line. Some good plays. Easy peasy. At least at this early going, you can see that very little separating the two teams, but it is the Timbersaw that's sitting top of the net worth right now. As the Terrorblade had to head out and go off to the jungle.
Yeah, tower taken out. The classic play of Timbersaw versus Terrorblade, always zoning him right back to the jungle. Again, Terrorblade not the most concerned with the situation. Will start accelerating in front, giving that little bit of space. And now, full commitment in the bottom lane. They're going to pop that Exorcism. Zai, reprising his role here on the Death Prophet. Didn't have a great game last match, I would say.
They're bringing in heroes to defend against this. They bring FBZ all the way bottom. Mickey's there with Boxy, but boom, they've got numbers. 4-on-4 as Tim's runs into all of them. Yopaj waiting for the jump. Yopaj ready to go round 2. The Grave is already out, trying to keep him alive. Tiny in trouble, does fall. The leash onto Yopaj, though. This is dangerous, and Mickey can't quite get